Great news. You get me in the mornings now. We're going to try to start the days off right. I'm going to try to get these done early so I don't have to stress about them during the day. Hopefully going to make it more consistent. Might even have tea with me every now and again, and it's going to be great. So happy Monday. Um, Week two of the preseason is now done, and if you're a fan of a team in the NFL, you're in one of two camps. You think your team is going to win the Super Bowl based off of what you've seen, or you're going to be picking first overall. There's no middle ground because that is what fans do. They overreact. Now, I have said this. I enjoy the preseason because it is valuable. You get to see what is on display. You get to see people who are chasing, pursuing, and hopefully achieving their dreams, which we should want. We should want people to chase, pursue, and achieve their dreams. Unless you are a terrible human being, then I do not hope you achieve your dreams. I hope you trip on the way there, and I hope you get hemorrhoids. But that is neither here nor there. What you really should be looking for in the preseason, if anything, is depth. Depth is something that I have talked about, a sports concept that actually does have a lot of business organizational principles. Depth is your ability to withstand. It's how many viable bodies you have on your roster that would allow you to withstand injuries in a sports sense. Now, when we look at the teams in the NFL, there is certainly a limited quantity of talent, but the teams that generally do make it to the very end of the season and win a championship are the ones that aren't just the healthiest, they are the deepest. They have bodies that they can rotate, and that does help prevent some of those injuries from happening. So that is the biggest thing you want to pay attention to in the preseason, isn't how your team is playing, it's what the commentary is around them, who they're talking about having to cut, and if it's going to be a difficult decision or not because you're running 4, 5, 6 deep at a specific position. That means you've got great depth. Now, translating that to a business sense, and I've probably said this in a previous short or podcast as well, if you are short-staffed, things are a little bit strained, you've got people working out of position, you probably don't have a whole lot of depth. And a lot of organizations function this way. Now, there is a magic number in terms of percentage of what your staffing ratio should be. I personally believe that number is between 80 and 90% for you to be able to function at your peak. That way you're not laying a bunch of people off, you're not overstaffed, you're able to function pretty efficiently. But that varies. And we see a lot of organizations functioning very well below that, and it puts significant strain on the system, causes burnout, causes turnover. So yeah, depth. That is something to pay attention to in sports and in life. You want depth. Happy Monday. Like, subscribe, engage. I will see you tomorrow morning. Get you in the next one.